Hey, everybody. Here we are with Sue Williams. Sue is the executive chair of Business Women's Network of North Bay. Sue, how are you?
Doing really well, thank you.
Excellent. Listen, thanks for hopping on. This is going to be part of our support local business in North Bay Facebook group effort where we're in COVID and we're trying to make sure that we get as much attention and eyeballs on North Bay businesses and organizations. So I'm glad you hopped on. So thank you.
No problem. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the Business Women's Network here in North Bay.
So, the Business Women's Network is a true passion of mine. I've been a member myself for about 4 years, 4 years. This year, I was elected to be executive chair. We have an amazing team.
Okay.
So, Natasha Snowden, she does our social media communications. Megan Jones is our secretary. Nadia Charland, she does our event planning, and Madeline Doucette does the financials.
Oh,
Together,
that's a powerhouse of ladies right there.
really is, and they're
Awesome.
all sassy though, like all they're a really fantastic group of women, and so together we took over this year as the exec team, and we have monthly meetings. We've adapted to the world. We had it in plan, and I think COVID's taken the credit from us, but we were planning virtual attendance as well because not everybody who works at brick and mortar or who is a stay-at-home working mom can always attend a meeting in person. And so we were trying to accommodate all people and whatever their situation might look like. And then the pandemic happened and made it easier. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon of online. And so during our meetings in person at the Grand, not only are we absolutely accommodated beautifully, like they work so hard to make sure our events are safe, social
Good.
distancing measures, the whole works. And so a huge shout out to the Grand. Once a month on the first Tuesday, we have our in-person meeting along with a Zoom meeting so that anybody who wants to attend virtually can.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this happens once a month?
Once a month meeting in person with the virtual attendance option. Absolutely. And every month we're growing and growing and growing even more. This year we've instilled a presence on LinkedIn as well as Instagram and Twitter, which is new to the Business Women's Network. So to just expand to all those social networks and be able to provide our members with the opportunity to be seen where they may not be as tech savvy or familiar,
Right.
um, gives them more spotlight opportunities. And I think that's our biggest prime directive is to provide the best value we can to help network our businesses here in North Bay.
So you had said that, your goals for the group is to increase networking opportunities and increase education.
That's right.
So networking opportunities, what does that look like? How are you doing that?
Well, just last month, we increased by 100 members in our group
Wow.
within 30 days. Our
Wow.
reach is close to 6,000 on our posts and our newsletters. So we do a monthly newsletter. Content submissions are by the 10th. We do have advertising opportunities for members and non-members. So each and every month, our social insights increase and by much, so
That's great.
I
That's
can't
great.
give you exact percentages, but it's always in the ups, and that's a
Yeah, that's
bonus.
good. As
Um,
long as it's going in the right direction.
right direction across the board as well. So that's a huge
Yeah.
thing. We average approximately between, I want to say between 20 to 25 in-person people that show up to our meetings. And so September, October, and November consistently. And through our Zoom attendance, we increase every month. So the first month, I think we had 3 or 4 people, and then we've had, 6, 7, 8 in the last meeting. So again, it's always about exposure and putting yourself into those experiences where you as a business can be seen.
Right.
And then you meet people and you get to connect and maybe create some collaborative moments, or maybe there's a need that you have that that other person can give to you, vice
Right.
versa. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm looking for this. What do you know? We have someone like that in our group.
It's about putting yourself in a position to succeed, right? So, networking with people, you don't know where these relationships can go. but get out there, be the best you can be, and great things can happen, right?
Always, always. What
And
I
then
love
what?
about this group is that it's all women led. And so sometimes we feel, okay, I'm going to speak for myself,
Yeah,
right? As a mom, as a wife, as a home carer, sometimes you feel like overloaded. And being in a community of like minded women, it's just reassuring that you're not alone. The struggles that you face are very similar to other women, and that nurturing component is there, and
yeah,
we just support each other. And that's the real beauty of it all, is that we're always looking for ways to offer support,
gotcha.
so people can join our group. We share out your programs, and just check it out. There's
Yeah.
so much goodness that's coming out of this group, and it's only just begun for this year.
Another one of your goals is to increase education. So what do you do with that? Are you bringing in speakers, or what does that look like for the educational piece?
So each and every month, we invite one of our group members to showcase themselves with an education moment. So our first month, we had Nadia Charland and Linda Nardilli and Lori Miller. They're three people who have three very different products and
Businesses.
services,
Yeah,
and they showcased how to present a table at a workshop or at a trade show. So it's
right.
very good education for those who want to have an effective table space. Julie Ryu of Remisio Massage, she presented this past month on how to elevate your pitch, because it's always a good idea on how to present yourself and the tools and the tips that go with that. So not only do those education moments come out, but the tools are available to our members as well. So we're doing a vision board in December for any of those that are interested.
Interesting. So to join Business Women's Networking Group, is an application process? What does someone do if they want to join it?
So they would message the page or send an email to businesswomen, so BWN North Bay at gmail.com.
Okay.
Membership is only $50 for the entire year
Okay.
and $5 for every event. So once a month, whether it's virtual or in person, it's $5 to join the event for the month, which is, a really reasonable investment. We're really increasing the value of what you obtain with that membership, and e-transfer, credit card, whichever. We like money.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and you send that payment through. We do have our membership form. If you were to message the page, you would catch myself or Natasha, and we would walk you through that process, so to speak.
Okay. Is there a number they can reach out and call you at to have a conversation?
Always reach me here at home, 705-478-6180,
Okay.
and happy to answer any questions that they have. We're really hoping to connect and promote for this next newsletter that's coming out, and it's a Christmas themed one. So we do have some options that are there. We want everybody to maximize their opportunities with advertising. So I know advertising can be costly in a couple different ways. So members get it half price from the general public, and there's some really good pricing to begin with. So our newsletter last month, like I said, got 6K reach without
Wow.
any boosting. So we have
Wow.
a pretty good way of getting that word out there.
That's awesome. So listen, if you're a woman and you're either running a business or working in a business, and this would be a great group to join for that type of support. Just the learning and the education is excellent to be part of.
Yeah,
There's also some personal development there too, right? Where you
absolutely.
come in and you're shy and kind of awkward, and then you leave a year later and you're confident and right. You
I
must
remember
see some examples of that.
my first 60-second pitch was terrible, terrible. And while I feel like I've got it nailed and I'm way more confident today, I still had so many great takeaways from last month's learning.
Right.
And always opportunities to grow. We should never stop wanting to learn. And I feel like these women, their life experiences, their business experiences, they just have so much to offer new entrepreneurs or young and old. It doesn't matter. It's a great support system, and I think
Gotcha.
it's a really 12 years in the city being maintained as a group, I think is a testimony of its success.
Yeah, you mentioned you were part of it for 3 or 4 years, but it's been around for over 12 years now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Over 12 years ago, it was founded. And, what a blessing to stand beside the women with the grassroots of wanting to make sure that the women in our North Bay community are supported and uplifted and just understand that they're not alone trying to navigate how to run a business.
Right.
And it's not just, go get customers. There's so much back end that can be involved, and the different types of industries that we support in our group. There's a little bit of something for everyone, and not any person is a competitor because everyone is so uniquely themselves.
Right.
And it's just such a beautiful experience because everyone just gets along, works together, and supports one another. It's quite unique.
That's awesome. So I'll put the link to the Facebook page in here because it sounds like that's probably the best place for people to reach you, to message you, or to pick up your phone number from there. Sue, thank you so much for coming on. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, no
It was
problem. I
it was great
appreciate
having you.
you. I always enjoy talking to you, Paul.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a great
Okay.
day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.